Hello, everyone. I'm getting on to talk about triggers. Um, Everyone has them because everyone has pain, trauma, sorrow, um, and depending on how strong a person is, those triggers can really set someone off. Um, Triggers don't just come and go. When somebody triggers your pain, you really walk right back through it. They call it PTSD, past traumatic disorder, or post-traumatic disorder, whichever you want to call it, but it's real. And when you put somebody in a place where they feel threatened like they had in the past, they will lash out on you. And they need to. I mean, yes, they do. I won't lie, but sometimes you don't really deserve it because sometimes you weren't triggering it in a negative way. You were just speaking upon it. Not really sure how to address this. I'm talking about it because I was in a 5-week relationship. Today was 5 weeks with today, literally 5 weeks today. And I have my insecurities, and I know I push people away, but I don't push people like, I don't hurt them with words. I don't yell at them. I don't cuss at them. I don't put anything back on them. And I most definitely don't want to manipulate the person or anything. You know, you get so many different personalities out of people. The fun side, the happy side, the sad side, the expression side. Um, we're all so negatively programmed how to deal with our emotions. And, you know, I was angry in my 20s. I was broken in my 30s. At 45, I'm at peace. I am working through my pains, but I still have realized that I still have some fears, especially when it comes to relationships. But I continue to lean on God and ask for help. And, you know, relationships are tricky in the first place because you're putting yourself out there. You don't know if the person's really being honest with you or truthful. But when they don't really perceive who they really want to be, in my case, I was dating the guy that I thought was a gentleman. Super sweet, kind, made me laugh. He had insights that I really liked, but in honest, he wanted to be a thug. Well, I don't want a thug. I don't want to be a thug. I don't have to be in a thug survival. I know how to take care of myself. And when somebody triggers your past traumatic disorder and then reinforces it with their negative behavior, that is a clear sign to walk away. Literally, just let it go. Because I don't do well with people yelling at me, belittling me, cussing at me. I am not that person. I want to stay at peace. If we can't talk about it in a civil way, and sadly, I guess I'm negatively programmed when somebody is going through their trigger, I try to talk them, defuse the situation, and that made the situation worse because he was acting like it was more my fault and I was making it all about me, and I was just trying to de-escalate his anger. It's hard to let yourself feel pain when you really wanted something to work. And it's not going to work because they decided their anger is more important than being de-escalated. They'd rather be angry and bitter and pissed off, and then they get pissed off because you're not pissed off. And I don't understand that. I don't want to understand that. That isn't what we're here for. We're here to help each other. We're here to heal each other. You know, when you see that you triggered someone, it may be better to just help them talk it through, to release that trigger. I know some people have had some really hard lives, but you have to find a way to really let all that pain go. It's not healthy to keep it bottled up. It's not healthy to be angry. It is not healthy to give the worst of you during a trigger. Nobody wants that. It's not fair to the other person that they don't even understand that they triggered you. And I have gotten that my whole life. I have ruined multiple friendships because I didn't realize I triggered something, had no idea how to respond, because I'm thinking it's something simple that I've said or done, and it is not something simple in their head. You love people. You love them to the core. They don't want your love. They only want you in their life if there's something you can do for them. And when that is not enough, they don't need you anymore. It's sad, but it's true. He even said that tonight. Your love means nothing to me. Wow. Wow. I have no words sometimes. And that one really spoke volumes. Because if you're worried that somebody's love is going to get you killed, doesn't that seem like a life change you should want to make? Like, to me, there is nothing in this world sacrificing love. Love is the most abundance. It's the treasure at the end of the story. I mean, there are so many people who want it and need it and desire it, but we push it away because we're scared of it. I am a key element to that one. I'm so scared of it. You know, all of our scars come from the closest people that were meant to love us. And sadly, they mess up good relationships. Because our triggers usually come from parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, somebody that raised us. Those who were meant to teach us love taught us fear. They taught us how to be broken, how to be manipulated. Taught us how to be alone. I'm not going to give up on love. I'm in no rush for it right now, for sure. Because, you know, the guy I was with, literally, we opened up our hearts yesterday, and I thought, oh my gosh, you know, we're going to get through this. We're going to conquer our fears. We're going to conquer our triggers. We're not. We are not. But it's better to let go of what isn't and let it be what it is. I just wanted to get on here and talk about triggers. They are real, and you'll notice them because they will totally check out, and you get everything that the person that actually put them through the actual incident got. Some of them will just shut down. I don't get that experience. They always go off on me, and I can't express anything because I shut down. I don't do well with people yelling at me and screaming at me, and yeah, just that isn't, I don't do well. I just don't. I have peace in my heart. I have love in my heart. I care too much. I'm a mother. I have motherly instincts. I have been a motherly person ever since I was young. Literally, my friends that were in my life could tell you. It was always, you were always coming to my house. I did the cooking, the cleaning, and took care of everyone. And I still do that today. I take care of everyone. That's what's in my nature. That's who I am. I take care of people. I see a need, I meet it. I have no value unless I can care for you. That's how I am. Thank you for listening for my babbles. I hope this will help somebody see things differently. Please research triggers. I mean, there's a lot more you can go into depth with this, but I just wanted to touch the basics of it because triggers, the worse the harder the life's been, the worse their triggers are. Literally, the worse they are. If they can learn to talk about it in a healthy way without blowing up on you, that is best. They need to talk about them to release them. But getting them to talk about them is really difficult because usually you got to trigger it and then they'll talk. Some people talk about what's gone happened to them, but you get the worst of them when you say something or you do something or you speak of yourself too much. I guess that's what I do. It's what I did. I was talking about myself when he wanted me to listen. Oof. Yeah. We all have different perspectives of one another. We've all have been through different trials and sorrow and pain and anger, and all of it is a factor in every relationship because it's real. I don't know any other way to describe it other than do your best to love them through it. But don't put yourself in harm's way. Don't be the victim. Don't let them punish you for something you did not know about. Me and this gentleman were only together 5 weeks. I know he had a hard life, and I was trying to love him the way he deserved to be loved. But I'm not going to allow anyone to treat me badly because I triggered you. It is not fair to me, and it most definitely isn't fair to them, but I'm not going to tolerate it. Nobody validates my emotions. Nobody validates who I am. I give you who I am at the very beginning of our relationship. Who you see now is who you're going to see 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line. But you're going to get a better version of me because I'm still working on me. Because I don't want to punish people who didn't hurt me. I don't want to push people away. I am tired of being alone. I'm tired of doubting if I'm going to push the next person away, or if they can even love me, or if I deserve to be loved. And sadly, me and this gentleman had so much in common. So much. Both of our fears were the same. His is different. He don't want to be loved. I want to be loved. I want to love someone. He don't want to be vulnerable because loving someone gets them killed. That can tell you the mentality that he has in the lifestyle that he lives. If you're going to have it where your loved ones will be killed if you succeed in something, that should give you a wake-up call all in its own. Love should be the key element of wanting a relationship to work. Love is so strong and healing and compassionate, and the more you can give of it, the more it should make the relationship stronger, not break it down. I mean, I cannot wrap my head around that. You know, I won't ever wrap my head around that. Like, I won't even be with somebody that doesn't love me. I mean, what is even the purpose of being together if there's no love? No, you have nothing else to offer me. I can do my own shit by myself. I can make my own dreams happen. I've been doing it. I have done it. You know, some people really need to evaluate what they're really looking for and literally just put that shit on the table, you know, because if he would have come at me as a thug, I wouldn't have given him the time or day. I would have been civil to him. Yes, thank you, sir. You know, have a nice day, but I'm not interested. You know, he put everything on the table, being a very good gentleman and opening the door and being, you know, be that person if that's who you want to be. But if you don't want to be that, be the person you want to be. That's a trigger too, because people are tired of opening up to somebody who really isn't who they really are portraying themselves to be. Triggers are tiny, literally tiny. You could smile wrong, and that could be a trigger. You could touch them wrong. That can be a trigger. People are so negatively programmed what love is that they don't know what true love really is. But they'll spit game at you that they know. Literally. I can't tell you what love is. I don't know what love is. But I'm not going to give up on it. And I know it ain't rude. And I know it doesn't disrespect you. And I know it isn't controlling. And I know they value you. They're not going to lay their hands on you. They're not going to talk down to you. I know love is more impactful. They want your heart to be their heart and yours. Everything. They won't want to do something to you that they wouldn't want done to them. They will clearly understand that statement. They will not do to you that they don't want done to them. And I don't know how many times I have to stress that. I am not perfect. I will never, ever be perfect. I do not know the first thing about being in a relationship. Nothing. Nothing. I don't know nothing. I'm still learning. And I'm okay with the concept of being taught to love you, because I would rather you teach me how to love you than me just guess. But it means to be vice versa. I need to teach you how to love me as well, and treat me and respect me, because I'm not going to treat you in a way that's going to hurt you on purpose. But I'm learning that I know how to trigger people. And I push people away, and I will walk away because I don't want to be treated badly. Because when you trigger them, they use hurtful words. Hurtful. They just want to rip your heart out of your chest, and you're not the one that deserves it. Remember that. lean on God all day today, and probably tomorrow, because I was on cloud 9 this morning thinking that him and I were really hitting it off and we were finally going to get past all my fears and work through them, failing to make sure we work through his as well. I failed him. I will completely be honest. I failed him. I did. But I'm not going to let anyone hurt me over a trigger. No one validates who I am. And I'm the original. I give you who you're going to have. I don't pretend to be someone I'm not. I've had my emotions shut off since I was a kid. I literally just turned them back on at 45 and begging God to help me learn to love and be loved and just teach me. Give me a teacher that's willing to teach me. I don't like pushing people away, but I don't want to lose my peace and I don't want to be treated badly because they think it's okay. It's not okay to treat people badly. You didn't like it. Why are you turning around and doing it to me? It's getting dark. I thank you for your time. I love you guys. Please, if you think somebody could get some good information out of this, share it, like it. I love you all. Bye.